looking at the finals are almost all set. The last game I believe is happening tonight. It's Vancouver and Edmonton. The series is tied up 3 games apiece, and winner of that game gets to take on Dallas, who I think is a better team than either of them in the
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals. Florida and New York Rangers, they're all set. I believe they start tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on that. I forgot to check.
Hey,
But
you know what? I said it though. Boston gonna Boston.
Yep, Boston did, Boston on that one.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
Dallas, they actually beat the last 2 Stanley Cup champions on their route on the road to the Western Conference Finals. So good for Joe Pavelski and his boys. Um,
Yeah. Joe Pavelski is the one of the very few players who have sent the Vegas Knights packing twice here. By the way, just I wanted to note that from last week
yeah,
too. So
yeah, that's, he did it the hard way in 2019, for him personally. He wasn't able to finish that, game out, unfortunately, but oh, yeah, better times now, better times, and, I'm thrilled that he's getting one more, shot at, getting a title because at this point, who knows how much time he has left. He's,
yeah,
in his late 30s. Most NHL players are done by now, and
unless you're Yomer
and
Yager,
he's
but
actually he's pushing 40. I think he's 40 or he's about to turn 40, later this year. So, he's a lot closer to the end than to the beginning of his career, and this might be his last shot at it, you know? So, as much as I do not like Dallas or the state of Texas in general, I would not be totally upset if Joe Pavelski ended up holding up the Stanley Cup trophy at the end.
he's the last remaining team that has a Sharks player, a
A
memorable
Sharks
Sharks
player
player.
of note, yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Um,
the Hurricanes had obviously Bernsey, but that's about it, right? That was the
yeah,
last
well, I
two.
mean, the Oilers have Evander Kane, but
Mm,
we don't speak
mm,
of him. Yeah.
mm.
Um, yeah, he, not such a good dude in the end there.
Yeah. I wanted to it's not on our docket here, and I just kind of wanted to point this out too that there's been a lot of flack with Will Smith, the Sharks pick last year.
Mhm.
He's playing for Team USA, and he's getting a
The
lot
World
of
Juniors.
yeah, so he's getting a lot of DNPs or just not quality play time. And people were just coming down that road. Was he a good pick? Is he going to be a good pick? I just want to let everyone know the kid's 18 years old. Chill out, guys.
Yeah.
Like he is playing for the first time against adults, men,
Mhm.
not college kids. So yeah, he's 18 years old and he's learning how to compete against people who are physically and mentally further along than he is at his stage of his career. So everyone coming down Will Smith's road, just chill out, okay?
Yeah.
Will Smith wasn't a first overall pick for a reason. Okay, we can't always be the Celebrinis or eh, just or Bedards. Just chill.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
Yeah. Alright, so, there was one note that I did see. Kevin Kurz, former Sharks reporter, he actually was he had a pretty good chirp uh, at at a random person in the airport at a bar in Aruba. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna read this tweet that he put out. Guy next to me at a bar in Aruba pulled out a credit card with a Maple Leafs logo on it. Didn't seem too amused when I told him I assumed he's only buying the first round. Too
Oh,
soon, I suppose. Yeah. So Kersey with the chirp. Love it. Um, Nothing more to say there. It's been since the '60s was the last time the Maple Leafs won the cup, and they're actually about to be. If they don't win in the next couple of years, they'll be the first original six team to not have any of their teams on the rings because like they pull the bottom ring off and like put it like in like a museum or whatever
yeah.
after a certain amount of time because they don't want it to. If they left every ring on, that thing would be like 15 feet long. You know, they they try to keep it like to a specific height.
Well, then if it's
And
15 feet long, there's no reason to lose the trophy like they do almost every year.
right? No, so they're in danger of actually losing their their place on the Stanley Cup itself. So they need to if they don't win in the next couple of years, they'll be the first original 16 to lose their spot there. Because you do have the Canadians haven't won since 1993, but that's still 30 years, further in the
Yeah.
future.
Not having your name on the cup at all. Cue
Yeah,
the Simpsons meme of Homer and Bart telling you to sit on the couch with them as a San Jose Sharks fan.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they still obviously won that cup, but it's just going to be sitting in a museum. Like whenever at the end of the season, when the winning team holds up that cup, it will not have the Toronto Maple Leafs listed on that cup in a couple of years because those rings are getting awful close to being removed. So,
Makes
ah,
sense. Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's kind of interesting how this is going for certain teams, I guess. And you can always count on the Maple Leaves to blow it, I guess. So there we are.
Nice.
Okay, so I believe that brings us to the end of the Stanley Cup.